Hey, hey, hey. What's up? There, there. Okay. Um, so today I'm going to start my journey trying to make mods. Let me lower my desk a little bit. Haven't done this before, so uh, may just. I brought my water bottle, but with no water. Um, yeah, I may just completely fail and give up. Hope not. um, so I decided to start with V Rising because I just finished the game and I loved it, and I thought of like one or two very simple things that I could do. But yeah, I don't have much of a clue where to start. What I know so far is that the game is done with the Unity game engine, and yeah, there's where do I have it? There's a Discord server. I can't actually show it on stream right now unless I change some settings because I have streamer mode on. I can disable it. I think it's fine. I'm not embarrassed of the servers that I'm on. So let's see, desktop. If I disable streamer mode, this just pops up. Okay. Hopefully I don't leak anything. Yeah, there's a V Rising mod community. Now, I'm going to start with the very basics today, so it's probably gonna be the most boring stream I've ever done. But so are things, I guess. It is what it is. I have to fix this mistake. I'm gonna get water. It's gonna be 1 minute, I promise. There, less than a minute. To be faster, I got tap water. tap water. Which I don't really like the taste, but hopefully there's not an insane amount of chemicals in it that will kill me from one bottle. Okay, I have some questions that I would want to try to answer initially. So, first of all, is in the mod community, they let's see, they have effects or something. Facts. They all are using apparently Thunderstore, which is a website for mods. From my understanding, Nexus Mods is the biggest mods platform. So I don't know why they use Thunderstore. Let's see if first I want to ask ChatGPT for like the top modding websites. What are the top websites for game mods? Let's see if GPT-5 is any good. Here are the main go-to websites. Nexus Mods, obviously the biggest and most trusted mod repository for PC games, supports thousands of titles with tools like Vortex for easy installation. I have no idea what Vortex is, because not only have I never done mods, I think I've rarely used them. I think I used them once when I was playing Elder Scrolls Arena, because it's a really whole game, so I used mods to remap the controls, because control scheme is so bad, the original one, and that's the, I mean, you can there's other ways to. You basically need to mod the game to have decent controls. And did I add another mod to the game? I don't remember. I think I did. Oh yes, the font is really hard to read on the game, so I changed it to a different one. Which I think are the two most popular mods for that game. Changing the control scheme and changing the font. Anyways, that's all I did, and it's very different from this, I imagine, that I'm trying to do with V Rising. Because that is just messing with some config files. Here, I think it's gonna be different. Especially since it's a Unity game and whatnot. Supposedly it's gonna be harder because it's not using Unity Mono, which runs on only one thread. But I don't know about computer science, so I can't. I don't know about multi-threading and stuff like that. But supposedly it's Unity Dots, the name of the one with multiple threads. But we'll get onto that. So there's ModDB, long-standing site with a mix of older classic and newer games, good for total conversions and big projects. Game Banana, popular for cosmetic gameplay mods, especially for shooters, platformers, Nintendo and PC games, itch.io mods, fan content. While better known for indie games, some creators host free mods and fan content here. PC modding communities and tools, Steam Workshop, integrated with many Steam games, allowing one-click install uninstall. Oh, great for games like Cities Skyline, RimWorld, Skyrim Special Edition, etc. Huh, cool. Curse Forge, originally focused on Minecraft, now covers other games like The Sims 4, World of Warcraft, Terraria, etc. Lover's Lab, niche adult-oriented mods for various games often not found elsewhere. Game-specific big mod hubs. Minecraft, Planet Minecraft, Modrin, SimSeries, Mod The Sims, GTA 5 mods, Stardew Valley Nexus? What? There's a... oh my god. Bethesda games for stuff like Skyrim, Oblivion, and Fallout. TES Alliance, the Elder Scrolls Alliance, but has expanded to Fallout. Okay. If you want, I can make you a table listing these sites with pros, cons, and what they're best for, so you can quickly pick the right one for each game. Would you like me to do that? Kind of, but first, what is Thunderstore? Is Thunderstore something else? The name is familiar. Oh, okay. Mod distribution platform and manager that's mostly focused on Unity-based games. Okay, that's why they use Thunderstore for V Rising. Okay, that explains it, I think. Especially those that support BepInX, a popular Unity modding framework. I think all the guys in the server do that. Use the yeah. You need BepInX. Okay. Key points. Website. Structure. Mods are organized by game. So you pick your game first, then browse, right? Mod manager. Often used with R2 Modman or Thunderstore Mod Manager, which make installing and uninstalling mods easy and let you keep multiple mod profiles. Compatibility mostly works with games that have community-driven modding using BepInX. Not with games that rely on Steam Workshop. Strengths: very easy one-click installs with its mod managers. Mod profiles mean you can keep different sets of mods. I turned on the fan because it's really hot, but the noise is really bothering me. And I could put on some different headphones to block the noise, but then I'll get very hot around my ears. I don't know what to do. Mod profiles mean you can keep different sets of mods for different playstyles or servers, popular for multiplayer games where all players need the same mods. If you're familiar with Nexus mods for Skyrim or Fallout, Thunderstore fills a similar role but for Unity games, and especially multiplayer titles, where syncing mods is important. If you want, I can also give you a list of biggest games that use Thunderstorm so you can see where it might be relevant. Okay, that clarifies a lot of stuff for me already. So I think now I just need to try to get a mod going. I have a little issue that so I completed my game, right? But I don't want to mess with that server. I played a solo game, brutal, completed the game, super happy about that, finished it yesterday. It was pretty sweet. Anyways, I don't want to mess with that server, so I want to create a new server from scratch just to test stuff out, right? So I'll just really quickly do the tutorial. So another thing, I was thinking of trying to use this mod first, which is just a mod to make time go faster when you're in your coffin sleeping. But I need to get to the point where I can make a coffin. I don't know if that takes too long in game, but I hope not. I could try other mods, but this seemed like the easiest one, but we can look at it again. And I want to see, yeah, another thing is I want the ones that are open source. This is their wiki, right? So they have an open source tab somewhere for developers. Open source, right? Oh my god, really? Shit. Well, right now I'm gonna be a user. So I want the for user stuff, right? Then I'll go on to the for developers. Also, the V-Rising mod community has a Discord server and they have this wiki. So let's see, I'm a user. I want to install BEP in X first, right? So let me play private game. Relaxed, so we can just blitz through it. I'm gonna call it Mod Mondays. Do I need a... It's a private server, it doesn't need a password, does it? If somebody joins the game, I'll know that I need a password, I guess. Okay. So, manually installing BEP in X. If you're manually installing mods, you need to install BEP in X. You can find it on Thunderstorm. Right? This page guides you through how to unzip the contents and put them in the correct location. Sure, if it's just unzipping and putting it in the correct location, so far so good. So, inside, so first I go here, BEP in X pack V-Rising. I don't know why there's a special V-Rising pack. Let me see. Report what? Oh, I can report this thing, I guess, okay. I mean, people seem to like it. They say that I need this, right? So I need to trust them because I don't know any better. I'm gonna turn on the fan because it's driving me crazy, the noise. I'm gonna lose a lot of fluids because it's really hot, but I have to power through it, I guess. Oh my god, the silence. I mean, I have music going, but now I can actually listen to it. Okay. Last update 3 months ago. 183,000 downloads. Only 42 likes though. I guess if you're not logged in, you can't like it, and a lot of people probably don't create an account. I probably should, because unless I give up really quickly, I plan on using this more than once, but we'll see. Other packages depend on this package. Okay. You'll need the build for V-Rising. Be sure to have any dependencies a particular mod requires. Okay. Oh. Old. Okay. I'm gonna make a dude. And we're gonna make a funny looking dude. Let's see. Skin color. Yeah. Pale blue. Nice. Lock in. Face. Ooh. This one? The mean one? The wide nose one? The long nose one? The longer nose one? Let's do this guy. Lock it in. Eye color. Red is pretty good, no? Green. Red? Nah, red. Lock it in. Air. This face goes well with bald, no? There's also this one that's pretty funny, but too like the decomposing, too much of a decomposing look. I think I like the mad scientist bald one. Where is it? Have a very normal haircut with this face, also funny. But let's go with this mad scientist look, kind of, sort of, right? That's kind of the theme of the stream. So hair color. Oh, I like this hair color, no? Oh, this is very wacky. I like this one, maybe wider. Yeah, I like that. Lock it in. Features. Oh, a beard on this face. Oh, what? That looks terrible. A mustache on this. Beard? Oh! Kind of hides the face. Looks more normally. Oh, nice, nice. Mustache doesn't work. Cool. Ooh. Ooh. Not terrible, but I like this. Glasses? Oh! Earrings not really, right? What do you think? Glasses? What am I talking to? Or no glasses? I think no glasses. Complete. Cunningham. I'm gonna call him Moddington. Moddington? Moddington Monday? Is there a name? Oh, you can't have spaces, right? We'll call him Moddington. Complete. Okay, let's try to speed through this part. Wake up. Wait. Oh. The volume is very low on the game, right? I mean, my PC volume is very low, so I need to amp up this a little bit. 69. It's pretty low still. Let's go 90. So you start with what? Frail blood type. Let's go Moddington. Collect bones, right? Claim, now I need to craft, right? Craft a sword with 16 bone, and with the rest of the bone do the bone ring. Perfect. Wait. Oh no, I need more. Bone sword, bone ring. Slay enemies using the bone sword. So we can start doing that. Do I do more damage if I use Veil? Okay. Bone rat. Craft the ring. It auto equips it, no? There we go. New spell slot, claim. Now I have this, great. I can choose between one or the other. Let me try. Oh, wait, what? Aiming spells with and attacks. Hit enemies using Shadow Bolt. Okay, 2. One. There we go. New spell slot, claim. Okay, counter enemies using Blood Rite. Find a way out of the graveyard. So you can start walking towards the exit through here. 1. Two. Okay. Look at him, he looks sick. Way out is through here? There. Enter Farbane Woods through here. Sure. Bone Guard Vestment. Now I need to craft it or what? Yeah, craft everything. So tab, crafting, vest, and this. Very nice look. Ooh, and the pants, such class. The gloves and the boots, can I do them? No, I need rugged hide and more bones. So bones I can get a little bit more here. Stone can be handy. Rugged hide. Need to kill some other stuff. There we go. I should have fed on it, actually. Craft bone guard boots. Is that enough for rough hide? 40? It's enough for one of these. This one is the better one. Need to find some other gear level. Raise your gear level, better equipment, blood stuff. Oh, there we go. Wait, that's 9. This is only 1%. So kill this, pick this up. Feed on it. Sorry, I know this is supposed to be a modding stream, but... What is this? Newly awakened. For 1 hour. Blood types. Discover details about how blood affects your vampire... The blood pool tab. Blood pool. Right. Crafting I can do... Oh, another wolf over there. This. So that will give me the bone axe, bone mace stuff. Oh my god. So much stuff. When do I get a coffin? Oh, I need to crest the castle and whatnot. Oh my god, it's gonna take a while. Bone axe and bone mace. Axe, and I need more skeleton stuff, so... Where's there a graveyard? Shit, do I need to go back? Action bar. Right, I need the mace still. How do I get bones? I already discovered cemetery. There they are. Okay. Vermin solve. Collect wood, collect stone, kill living beings, drain their blood essence. There's a weapon proficiency and gathering. Weapons vary in proficiency for gathering resources, dealing damage to different enemies. Right. This will do this, right? And now I need to collect a bunch of resources. Holy, does the game take long, huh? To get the coffin. Whatever. I got time. 100. Holy, and this. Dash ability, use Veil to evade attacks and empower your next primary attack. Granting bonus damage and restoring your health. Okay. Okay, that's enough wood. And then I get the blueprint for the castle heart. Need to pick out a location. Okay. Wait, kill... Oh, 50. Oh. Just want to use wolf form. Let's see. Let's go north. I'm actually gonna pause the music since I'm playing the game and not actually deving. I don't know. Options, sound, max, everything to the max. I don't know. More volume up in here. There we go. I hope there's not an issue with my category, because I'm just playing V Rising right now and I'm under software and game development. Should I change back and forward? I don't know. There's a moose there. Ooh, red, but this is easy mode, so it should be fine. Unless I can't reach it. Wait, no. Drain their essence? Do I just need to get this? Because I have 13. Then I don't need to feed on them? Or what? It's a bandit camp here? Or... Oh, it would be nice if you could hover over here. $38. Huh. Wait, is he running away? Oh no. just kill this other guy here, and I'm good to go. Castle Heart.
Recognize my power.
This is a cool place to make a castle, no? This is also... Oh no, this is something else. Wait, this is a place to make a castle? It has its own thing. That's kind of cool. Okay, Sun enters the game. Cool. Build. Castle Heart. Have enough. Okay. Put it over here though, no? Ooh, 43. Okay. 46? So towards the center would be over here maybe?
My castle
There.
requires more blood.
Put some blood essence in there, okay. Claim.
Yet another accomplishment.
Expand domain, placing floors, palisades, 3 of each. Okay, build. Floor. 1, 2, 3. And 3 palisades. Walls, palisade. 1, 2, 3. Shelter and storage.
Yet another accomplishment.
Wooden coffin, finally. Production, wooden coffin, wood. I don't have enough wood. Let me just farm a little bit of wood with my X. Okay. Right, I only need the wooden coffin to test this out. So when I sleep, you can't really see the time, but it was 1 o'clock, right? So I stay in here a little bit. Yeah. Now I get out.
I am ready.
And it's still practically 1 o'clock, right? So now it's time to mod. I'm gonna close the game for now. Now I have save and exit. Yes. Now I have a server where I have everything I need to test out the mod, right? And that's what I'm gonna do. Get on with the mod. Close the game for now. Doesn't need to be open. So go back to what we were doing. So I need this, right? So first I download it, then there's a zip inside the folder will be... Okay, let's just download this first, I guess. Install with mod manager. I don't know. Should I install with mod manager? Manual mod installation using server mods in game. The destination, yeah. Oh, music back on probably would be nice. Let me see. They don't recommend either one. Installation. on my single player. Can I use mod on my... If playing single player on the client and you want to run server mods, you will need server launch fix. Wait, can I use server mods on my single player? Server mods on my single player. I don't know what that means. Server launch fix. Where is this, Bob the Builder? Enable mods for single player and host and play. Huh, weird. Why do most mods not work in single player? Well, but all need this thing, right? I just don't need I just don't know if I should use the mod manager. Check. Mod manager? How do I configure the mods? Most mods provide configuration files located in there. Store their data in a folder. Edit this file using text editor. Just config options. You may use a mod manager to do this, but cannot always rely on them to save config changes accurately and may have multiple locations to check if troubleshooting is required. So let's not go with mod managing for the mod manager for now. Let's do this everything manually. So first of all, install this manual download. Hello? Okay. Okay, I have it here. What now? Let's see if inside. So let me extract this. Extract all. Extract. Okay, now I have this. Inside, you'll see a folder called not exactly the naming, but should be this one, right? It has a V on, but whatever. Oh no, there's a V. There's a typo here, I guess. It has 2 underscores without a V. I guess it's a typo. We will be moving the contents from folder, not this folder itself. Okay. Then go in. Inside, there is the BEP in X, which I have no idea what it means. BEP in X. This is BEP in X 6.0.0 bleeding edge build. Back for V-Rising. BEP in X is a general purpose framework for Unity modding. Includes tools and libraries to load custom code, hereafter plugins into the game on launch, patch in-game methods, classes, and even entire assemblies without touching original game files, configure plugins and log game to desired outputs like console or file. Nice. Manage plugin dependencies. Is currently one of the most popular modding tools for Unity on GitHub. These are bleeding edge builds. Bleeding edge builds are not considered stable and may include bugs. Please report any issues. This specs contents is pre-configured and usable for V-Rising modding. In particular, the changes from base BEP in X releases are added pre-configured BEP in X config, console enabled, Dobby installation manual. If you're installing this manually, you'll do the following: extract, do not extract into the game folder, move the contents folder into this, run the game, issues, questions, changelog. Okay, we're doing this here. We're picking all of these files. Destination, you'll be copying all these files out to the destination game folder. So I need to go on my program files Um, please don't look at my stuff. Program files. What was it? Steam apps. Common View Rising. Rising. Straight in here? Let me do this. So my camera should probably be at the bottom here. Find your game folder, typically something like this, sure, but you can open this folder precisely by clicking. Oh, right. I mean, it's probably this, right? I don't think I need to do this. Should be this. It's here. It's gotta be right. It's the View Rising executable. But yeah, should have done that. Browse local files instead of just following that path, because it can be in different places, I guess. Client correctly installed. So it has View Rising, Unity Player, Unity Crash Handler, licenses txt, game assembly. I don't have a changelog in here. Oh, the changelog is from this. Huh. Kind of weird that I won't be able to distinguish which files are which. But yeah, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 5. I have 6. Oh, I don't need the changelog. What is this changelog then? Here. I guess they copied the changelog as well, but the important ones are the other ones? Can drop the changelog, right? So there's the bepinex.net doorstop version, doorstop config init, and the win http DLL. Okay. Well, I can distinguish them by date? Guess? I don't know. Windows dedicated server. Same as above, expect the folder is Windows dedicated server. What's a Windows dedicated server? What did I just do then? Should I do both? Huh. Folder is View Rising dedicated server. Still in here? No. View Rising dedicated server? I need to look for the server? Start game server after moving all files. If this will take a few minutes while bepinex prepares to load mods for the game. This process will happen on clean installs and game updates. You can tell if it is in correct place because it will have output log generated. If you run a game client, you will see a console window also open with the bepinex output. Run this executable then? Actually, what I just moved in here? Whatever. I don't need this, right? Oh! There we go. bepinex 600 View Rising. Message preloader. Build from commit. Okay. Platform. System platform, Windows 10. I'm running on Windows 11, I think. Download Unity Base. Yada yada. Huh. So now when I run vRising, it runs this first. Okay. Manual mod installation. I should be looking at the wiki, right? Not here. They tell you to go to the wiki for more detailed user instructions. That's what I want. Okay. Manually installing mods. If you're manually installing mods, you need to install BepInEx first. Reference this page. It's probably the last page we just saw. If you have not completed this step, do remember that BepInEx will take some time to generate all of the files, so give it time on first boot up and after any game hotfixes, dependencies. Hope it doesn't ruin my vRising. If it does, I can just repair files? I don't know. Probably? Hope it doesn't destroy my save though. Probably save my vRising save. Can I do that where the saves are in the same folder or not? Data? No. Oh, this is really slow looking at these folders. It's because of this. Writing assemblies. Right, dependencies. Many mods require other mods in order to run. Make sure you have all of the dependencies listed for the mod you are interested in. Oh my god, I hope the one I'm planning on using. Coffin? Search? Coffin sleep, there we go. Let me see if it says it has any dependencies. Dependence on one depends on. Wait, no dependents. I don't want dependents. I want dependencies. Requires the following mods. Okay, it only requires BepInEx. We're good. Class init signature have been exhausted. Using a substitute. No idea what that's about. Choo 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 choo. Choo 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 choo. Ooh, invalid operation exception. Steamworks is not initialized. Entering on create using EOS release. Steam failed to init. Steam must init successfully in order for EOS to log in. Skipping EOS login. What the heck is EOS? Where was I? Oh my god, PC's falling apart. Manually installing mods, dependencies. Make sure you have the command framework. Let's see. Oh. You have them listed on Thunderstorm for each mod's page, like so, right. Installing a mod folder. Typically, a mod folder will look something like this. A changelog markdown, an icon PNG, a kindred logist. Oh, this is the mod itself. Manifest JSON and a readme markdown. In most cases, you will only need to extract the DLL file of the mod. Make sure to check over the mod's readme to see if there are any other installation instructions particular to that mod. In most cases, I spaced out. In most cases, you will only need to extract, right? Make sure to check over the mod's readme. Oh, to see if there are any other installation instructions. Makes sense. Destination. You will be copying files out to the destination game folder. Same thing here, right? You will then navigate into the BepInEx folder you had installed prior. Then go to the plugins folder contained within. If you don't see this, BepInEx has not yet been correctly installed. Okay. It is here that you place your mod's DLL files into. So you can have multiple DLL files here to run the mods. Assuming they are compatible? I don't know. Note, for client only, if you are installing server mods into the client, pay attention to Thunderstore tags. What does that mean? Installing server mods into the client? I don't know what that means. Thunderstore tags. You will need to see mod. Server launch fix. This typically takes several rounds of timing out to let it generate and copy all the files it needs. What? Note for client only. If you are installing server mods into the client, pay attention to Thunderstore tags. Tags. What are the tags? Oh, the category, is that it? Server mods? Server. Yeah, does that mean I cannot use it in a client? Values can be configured at, okay. Actual features. Day-night cycle speed, mission progress speed. For the servants? Servant conversion speed, okay, everything goes faster. Pretty standard, I guess. Future possible features. Blood recover while sleep. Debuffs recover speed. Doesn't... Interesting. So it doesn't just move the clock of the game. I assume because that's not an option, otherwise it wouldn't go through each thing individually, right? All creation refining stations speeded. What the hell? Time goes independently for each thing? It's so weird. Or maybe it is a possibility, but he wanted to make it so you can choose which things you want to go faster when you're sleeping, so that he created the logic for each thing individually? Not sure. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. So, Steam failure. How do I fix this? Steam's not initiated? Open the store? If I have Steam... Steam was open, technically. Do I close this? Set resolution. Steam failure. This is a live build! Exclamation mark. The hell? Oh. Steamworks initial fail exit. Steamworks. Steamworks. Steamworks? Is that a thing? Steamworks. Steamworks common stuff? Why didn't I find any Steamworks stuff in here? Steamworks. Typed it correctly, no? Well, there is something on my library. Steamworks. Common redistributables. Uninstall? Install. SDK Redist. Maybe I need this? Install? I have no idea. Might as well try it. Shouldn't do any harm. Now run it again. Should go faster now, right? Oh my god. Steamworks initialization failed. Steamworks initialization failed. V-Rising. Great. Ooh. I had this issue on my secondary computer. Steam client had an update and needed to restart. After Steam updated, I could play. Exit Steam? Steam? Had an update. Oh, I should have checked the downloads, see if there was anything queued. Peek. Again? Failed again. Thanks. My Steam client wasn't updating on its own, so I uninstalled it and downloaded the client again. Now it's working. I'm still experiencing issues. Could you tell me your Steam client version, please? Steam client's not updating? Can I like look for more downloads or stuff? Insane issue. Do you know where do I check the version? I just downloaded from Steam website. I don't want to install Steam. What the hell? I'm afraid it will mess up some game saves? I don't know. Maybe I have some games that don't have cloud saves or something? I mean, it doesn't matter that much, but would like to solve this differently. Steam, restore game backup settings? Oh no. Did I leak something? Shit. I guess I leaked some stuff. God damn it! Thankfully no one will ever watch this. Downloads? Let Steam decide when to update? Let Steam decide when to update. Only update at game launch. Shit. This is for games, right? Let me see here. Update Steam. Update and installation issues. What? An error occurred while updating. What is the name of the problem I'm getting? Trying to install pep.exe. Placed the files in the game folder, but now I get this error when trying to run the game. That error usually means the game can't connect to Steam properly because something in the setup process changed, and BepInEx can cause that if it's installed incorrectly or the wrong version is used. Here is what you should check step by step. Make sure you're using the correct BepInEx version. How would I be using the wrong? Oh! It did say Windows 10. Is that it? Here it only mentions the bit thing. 64 is correct. Verify the content. Where was it? BepInEx. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean, just in case I'll drop this in here. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 things. I have 16 items. But they do have a changelog in here. I wonder if I'm missing the game's changelog? Well, first of all, let's see. It should be on the right thingy, right? How do I do that? Library, home, view rising, manage, browse local files. That's where I'm at with the BepInEx stuff, right? Yeah. Wait, did I just close that? Oh my god. Let me see here. BepInEx. Are there other versions? I think my Windows version is different. Let me see. If I go in this PC properties, it says the Windows version or not? Windows 11. Does it say anything else? Anti-cheat. If the game has anti-cheat, try verifying game files. And leftover files can still break startup. The game is V-Rising. The console says something about Windows 10 and I have Windows 11. Could that be it? Windows. Isn't a problem. Okay. Uses anti-cheat for its normal setup launch. Injects code into the game startup. Launch the game without EAC. How to run V-Rising without EAC. Close the game and Steam completely. Steam library V-Rising play. Let me try that. Maybe just running the game from here will be fine. 2.6%. Defeat Dracula in brutal mode. Let's go. Let's see if this fixes it. Mm-hmm. V-Rising? Yeah. Okay, it worked, I think. What else did I need to do to see if it installed properly? You can tell if it's in the correct place because it will have generated, and if you're running the game client, you'll see a console window also open with the output, right? If I start doing stuff in here, like if I click play, something happened here? If I click load game, oh, some stuff happened, right? Okay, whatever. Now I have it running with BepInEx. Now I want to do a manual mod installation. Okay. So I go on this. I need this thing, right? I'm gonna try it without that thing first, I guess. It says server. Manual download. Extract all. Extract. Should probably close the game, right? Exit. Okay. Now, this is the downloaded file. It has this a README, a manifest, an icon. What's this icon thing about? Oh, right. It's what's displayed on here. A manifest JSON. Kind of curious about that. Oh, that's just for Thunderstore to track some stuff, I guess. Namespace, name, description, version, dependencies, website URL. Oh, the GitHub URL, nice. Full name. Cairo Rakes, Coffin Sleep. And we have a README markdown. How can I preview this? Forget. Control J, Control K. No, that's not it at all. Whatever. Installation. Install BepInEx. Extract this into VRine client folder. BepInEx plugins. Server launch fix recommended for in-game hosted games. If not using server launch fix, extract Coffin Sleep into V-Rising server folder. Optional. Server fix. For in-game hosted games. In-game hosted games? I don't know what these people are talking about! What is an in-game hosted game? In-game hosted game? I guess single player, right? Let's see. Server launch fix. Enable mods for single player and host play. Server launch fix. Why is this necessary? When launching a single player game or a host and play session, right? V-Rising will launch a dedicated server as a separate process. By default, the automatically launched server does not have mods installed on it. By default, the automatically launched server does not have mods installed on it. And as such, you'd have to manually install mods both to the client as well as the bundled server to actually use them. Both onto the client, bundled server. What does server launch fix do? Server launch fix will configure the server to use the same mods which have been installed on the client, meaning you need to install mods only to a single location. Okay. This way, the way this happens is by automatically copying the mod loader from the client to the server before launching and configuring it to load mods from the same location as the client. In addition, a BepInEx server directory is created, which is used by the server to store state such as cache and unhallowed DLLs. The mod mods themselves only reside in one place and are used by the server via symlinks. When installed on a server, this mod does nothing. Okay, limitations. On first launch of the server, it will likely time out connecting to it, as it has to build the unhollowed DLL cache which is required by mods. If when it timeouts, just attempt to relaunch a few times. If the issue persists for more than 4 attempts, reach out on Discord for support. Does not work for non-NTFS file systems. The DOR config on the server will be overwritten on every launch. The Epinx config of the server will be overwritten. But it would be cool to just have mods on that server that I'm using for testing, right? And be able to go back to my unmodded save. Rising will launch a dedicated server, a separate process. By default, the automatically launch server does not have. You'd have to manually install mods both to the client as well as the bundled server to actually use them. So slight small decision to be made here, I guess. Do I install them here and can I just install them on the server? It says it need to manually install mods both to the client as well as the bundle server. If I click here, V-Rising server. Huh, you can launch V-Rising server. Which one does it launch though? What? Like I have 2 servers right now, right? Wait, if I run this, does it still run the console thing? It does. No. Yada. We're on file Steam. Wait, what is this? Am I messing up? This is not the same thing as the other console before. What is this? Yeah, I stopped it. I don't know what that was. Messing with forces beyond my comprehension there. Let's see. I'm gonna try. Wait, where is the server though? How can I check? It worked. How can I check the servers files? A server's files? Viewing or managing files, accessing files on someone else's server, checking. Like, I would like to have mods only on one of my 2 private. How to have mods active only on one server. Use separate save folders, profiles, launch configs. Create two separate game save folders. Theorize saves, single player worlds in app data location, Stunlock Studios V-Rising. Let me look for that. Users, me, app data, then local low, Stunlock Studios. There is a Stunlock Studios folder, and there's a V-Rising and a V-Rising server. Make a copy of current save folder. What is in here? V-Rising server. Saves. Before? World 1? I can still run either of my Ooh! I guess I never got all the achievements in a game. I got a little medal. Sort of. Cool. Besides killing Dracula on brutal mode, what is the second rarest achievement? Wait, what? What is this? 0%? What? This is bugged. It says that 0% of people did those achievements? So I ran that. Like, I can load either of my games, right? I have my world. Should work the same. Played yesterday, and I have this one. So... under I only have one save, even though I have two worlds. V-Rising's save structure can be a bit confusing. Here's what's happening and how to manage multiple worlds with mods. What's going on with your saves? Under that, you have folders like that, because each world or server instance uses a folder inside the main saves folder. If you only see one save folder there, it means the other world is probably saved somewhere else, or hasn't been created yet in that folder. What? What? How to have two separate worlds? Click on the exact path for each saved world. When you start a dedicated server or a local server, the safe path depends on the server launch configuration or command line arguments. Sometimes custom saves use different version folders or different world folder names. To confirm where each world is saved, start each server and check the full path shown in the server console logs. Or server game settings JSON. Server data? V Rising save location? That's where I am, but where are the save files? Big number v2 string of characters default. Allow teleportation. Alright, this is way back when people used to edit the server file to change stuff works. I don't think that functions anymore. Okay, let's run this then. Wait. Yeah, run this. So if I go in here, wait, where's my stuff? Here, if I go in here, saves, modified today. So this is the one I just created. Where's my other world? So I have this running here. Now I'm gonna try running. So I'm gonna go load game, right? And see. Cloud saves. V3, where's that V3? Steam apps, common v Rising. Steam apps, common app. Wait. App locations, Stunlock Studios, v Rising root. App data local low. Stunlock Studios, v Rising cloud saves. Get legacy root dir on PC. Get legacy root dir on PC. Be Rising? Wait, what? Program files. This is where I am right now, no? Program files. Steam apps, right? Common v Rising. There's no common in here, what? Oh, there is common v Rising. Okay, v Rising 3, v Rising data, v Rising server, v Rising server data. I have this folder, but the contents don't look like the other one, do they? Yeah. Contents are constants. Not like the other one. That folder is part of the game installation directory, not saved data location. Here's what it means and why it looks different. Where are your save files and server worlds? Your saved data is in local low. Your Snog Studios V Rising? Where though? Player server prev? Player server? Can I open this? It's just a log. Server game settings. Settings? There's a V4 here. Client settings. Shouldn't both my saves be in the same place? Different game modes. Single player. Dedicated server saves. Rising server. Do I have one in one and one in the other? So this one said let me record this. This one said this. How do I copy this? Can I do Control C? Won't it just... Okay, I copied this. I'm gonna paste it in here. I don't know. I'm gonna go here. Wait, I didn't load anything up. What is this about? I'm just realizing. I was like, I'm gonna run the different server, but I didn't run any server yet. Let's run this one. Host game? Is that? I don't know why the default is PvP, but when you select single player. Am I creating my worlds weirdly? In not the main way? Should be looking at the logs here. Entities. Rising data. I'm still loading. Common re-rising data, streaming assets, entities. Okay, game is loaded.
Midnight greeting.
Wait, midnight greeting? What?
The victory is yours.
since let me see. He actually said something on the README, right? Here is said into vRising server folder. What is the vRising server folder? This is too much for me, I guess. I don't really know how this works. So where all the saves are, all the servers, too complicated, so I'll just use the server launch fix for now, I guess. Then I'll see if I change my mind. So server launch fix, manual download. Wait, did I already have that? No. Did I? Mythic server launch fix. Extract all. Now it has a readme and it's DLL. Let me open this readme. It's the same thing that we just read on the page, right? So I pick up the DLL supposedly and just drop it in where I want it. So browse local files. This is where I am here, right? Then I go into my BepInEx folder, plugins, and it's empty. Makes sense. Here's where you place your mod DLL files into. So that's where I put my server launch fix. No? Yeah, server launch fix takes several, so should run the game again, I guess. Linux hosted. Start game server after moving all files. Your server should start with mods installed correctly. If it doesn't, check your log output and see if it's having problems loading. You will need this if you seek technical support from the Discord. Okay, let's go again. All the same, I just have the server launch fix, so everything should work the same. This is going. Yeah. Keep an eye on this. No errors so far, I think. I'm gonna launch. If I play the last one I played. This is the one I've been clicking. Private game. Host your own world. Host dedicated server. Online play. Should clicking this one. This one is to create a new one. I just want to load game. No, or continue. Oh, Mod Mondays. There we go. Right. So let's really test out the sleeping. Sleep for a little while, see how it's going. Then I'll just pick up this thing and slap it in there. See if it just works. And then I'll be done with the first part of this, which is installing a mod. Took me all morning almost. It hasn't been 2 hours. It's good. Taking a while because I'm trying to learn the stuff. So the mod is just this, a DLL file. Let me see, can I open this? This is like binary or something or what? Open with Visual Studio Code. Test editor because it's either binary or hasn't supported text encoding. Right, just a binary or something file, I don't know. So after I do this, the next step I need to do is see how from the files that the guy has on GitHub, how he creates this DLL, right? Then, so that then I can edit his files and create my own DLL.
This is what this GitHub looks like. A ton of stuff is GitHub repository for the mod. 82% C#, 11% Makefile. Why is it taking... Oh, it's taking error, not responding from remote host. So that's the timeout they were mentioning, right? I go out, and what do I do? Is it mentioning the timeout here? On the first launch, likely timeout connecting. When the time's out, just attempt to relaunch a few times. Okay, that's the first attempt. Second attempt. What's more important is the source, right? So let's see. What is the DLL file? DLL file. Meaning? DLL file is short for Dynamic Link Library. It's a type of file used by Windows and OS 2 operating systems. Give me a second. It's not timed out yet. Oh, timed out. Second one, I think. Oh, it doesn't go back now. Okay. Authenticating, starting up. I haven't been looking at this, but are there any errors in here? Yeah, it's the timeout. Code sharing. What is DLL in games? Same thing, I guess. It's the third one, right? The bar is still here, but I assume it's not going anywhere. So that's the third timeout. Right? Did it time out? Yeah, seemed like a timeout there. That's the fourth one. Set 4. If this one times out, I'm gonna close the game and open it back up and try again. Just in case, but... More than 4, so the fourth one is still fine. When the fifth one is the problematic one. Connecting to Lipren. It will likely time out connecting to it, as it has to build the unhollowed DLL cache, which is required by mods. Is it always timing out on this?
Attempting to something else. Timed out on something else. Wait. What? Didn't get. Try to log out when not logged in. What? No response from remote host. That's the fourth one. Didn't get the error message now, or did I? And killed it. Wait. Oh, is it go? Is it not timing out? Is this because of me exiting? Should I let it go? Oh shit. Timeout connecting. What? Connecting. Connecting. Different messages here, no? Connecting 1 out of 5. Creating net client protocol. Client Steam Transport Connect. Connect via Steam IPv4. Is this showing my IP? Oh man. Guess I shouldn't be doing this stuff on stream, I don't know. I don't know if this is my IP or what it is. Still, wait. Connecting, still waiting for world started after 1 minute. Game data initialized. False. Chunk database initialized. False. Oh, wait. Game initialized. False. Chunk data base initialized. False. Waiting. 0. Active requests. Entity 7. Try to log out when not logged in. Client disconnected for reason. Failed to establish connect. Still waiting. Oh, but it's not timed out yet. It's going, right? Still trying. Error, no response. Should I let it keep going? 1.5 minutes. How did it log after 1 minute and then after 1.5 minutes? 2 minutes. Let it go for a little bit or what? Okay, something happened here. Performance summary. Oh, okay. Still doing this, right? When the 30 seconds is up, it's gonna do it again, I assume. Waiting for world to start up. I don't know if this is doing anything or what. Didn't technically time out, did I? Did it? Or did it? It says error. Error? That's why I started going back to menu, because it says error there. But I don't know, here in the logs it says it's waiting. Should look for some answers maybe in the server or maybe on the in here. There are commentaries from people somewhere. Versions, changelog, wiki source. No. People don't leave any sort of comment here. I don't know how long this can go for. I imagine it's already timed out. I don't know. Still waiting though. Nothing changed. 7 entities. Let's restart the game. so it was still waiting. But then it started doing this when it's loading some stuff, I guess. See exit? In the meantime, maybe on the Discord I can check that out. What was the error I was getting? Common errors, but that's not specific to the server fix, I imagine. Server fix. Enter. Server fix. Server fix error? Nothing, no entries. Server fix timeout. No. So all people say about server fix is you will need server fix. Alone run once, shut it off, then add server launch. First launch often hangs while copying files and building DLL cache. Best to install BepInEx alone, run once, shut it off, that's what I did, no? Then add server launch fix, let it sit for about 5 minutes on the first run after adding SLF, then restart the server to connect. Some users need a few tries. After that, install the rest of your mods. Also, SFL tends to be more problematic on Linux. It ran! It ran! I mean, the game is not running very well, but we're here. Hello, Moddington. Oof. Okay. It was just loading issues, okay. Oh my god, why am I getting these lag spikes, or I don't know what that is. It's not lag, I'm not playing online. I'm losing a lot of frames sometimes. Okay. So, it's 7, almost 8. I'm gonna sleep for a little while. It's too bad that you can't see anything when you're sleeping the UI, right? So it was 7, almost 8. I mean, trees are shaking. So time is passing by, no? No creatures nearby to see what's going on. I actually don't know if what's the point of the of the mod, if it's just I thought it was to make time go by faster, but maybe time actually stands still when you're sleeping.
I am awake once more.
Yeah. I mean, if went by no, it went by normally, right? Let's see. I'm gonna go in when it's precisely at 9. And then come out. I did wait a lot of time, right? I think does it go slower? Let's see. V Rising Wiki Sleep. No sleep entries? What does sleeping do? To safely AFK or role-playing purposes. Okay, it has some data here on the Verizon 4 community thing. What does it even do? It doesn't fast forward time or anything. It's basically a safe AFK or role-playing purposes. Safer place for AFK logout. and you are safe from the sun. It's to set your respawn point. IDFK. Always brazier. Okay. Make sure it also protects from being dragged by other players. If you leave, your body stays in the world. Other players can drag you around. If you log out while online, you will just float and people can drag you around. The purpose of the coffin is respawn point, save, wait, right. So, yeah, obviously, if the time goes by faster, this only works either in single player or if you're playing with a lot of friends and you all sleep at the same time. I don't know. Should be single player stuff, right? I don't know why. He would even consider recommended for in-game hosted games. I guess that's the point of the thing for single player, I think. Okay. So it was 9. I let it a long ass time. It's 12. Okay, I think it goes at a normal rate. So the point of the mod is to make it go faster, right? Let's see. I don't need the Pepin X. I don't need the server fix. Speeds up time. There we go. Speeds up time. Just speeds up time instead of time going at the same rate. All good. So, I mean, before doing anything else, I'm just gonna install the DLL and see how it works before changing anything, I guess. So I go on my, not this one, right? This one, plugins, and I have the KORA thing here. Drop it here, right? And now I just run the game. I guess. So, So like time is not really going to go faster, right? Just some stuff is accelerated. Like trees are going to shake at the same speed, right? Or wiggle at the same speed, the leaves. If I want to change or create a mod, I need to create a DLL from the source files, right? So now it's 1. Just need to enter your coffin and sleep. Day-night cycle speed? I mean, it's 2 right now, right? Man, I wish you could just look at the UI. It was 2 in the morning or something. 2 in the night? 2 in the morning? It was 2, nighttime. Okay, that was pretty long. It's 3. It's not working. Duration. Client server folder. vRising Bepinx config. What? vRising Bepinx config? Wait. Bepinx config? Coffin sleep config? What? Character is not a basic ASCII character. Tell me about it. Increase time. Change the increased game time in hours per real time second. What? Default volume 1. I want it to go faster, right? Let's so go 10 here. If I save, does it retroactively work on the game? So it's 5 in the morning now. Okay, it was 5. Slept for like 15 seconds, I don't know. Still 5. Only daytime sleep, true. It doesn't speed up during night. It will speed when it's daytime. False. Save the file. Okay, now it's 6. Let's see. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 10 seconds. It was 6. Should be way forward now. It's still 6. Exactly 6. It's like time is standing still. Just speeds up time. Right? I changed that. Only how players sleeping. Oh, nice. Pause during transitions enabled. Will stop time speed during the day and night transitions. False as well. Sleep blood moon. False, I guess. Debug. Enabled will log every plugin loop on a temp file. True. Enable trace logs. Trace logs. Debug output in Bepinx. True. Maybe need to restart the game for the configs to take place. It's not logging anything right now. So I guess the mod isn't doing anything since it's not logging anything, or it's not logging anything because I need to restart the game because those configs only work if I restart the game. So yeah, time is not going faster. Probably just restarting the server would work, right? Or not? Too bad it takes a really long time to load a server. Loading stuff, loading stuff, loading stuff. Created camera, top-down camera. Huh. Latency. Okay. So it's 9. Oh, daytime. Nighttime. It's going by. Super fast. Okay. But if I go in here now and change this to 1, it will still go by really fast, right? Because it needs to restart the server to get the configs. Yeah, it's bam, bam, bam. These are going by. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Holy crap. If you want to, you can just play on Blood Moons, right? Because there's the configuration that on Blood Moon it doesn't go as faster, so you just go, wait. When it stops flicking forward between day and night, you just put extra speed, right? So the game... The daytime goes by faster, but... Let me see something. The trees are shaking at their normal rate, no?
A pleasing slumber.
Yeah, it's just messing with certain parts of the game, I think. Otherwise, at the speed it was going, the trees were like... Right? So it's not affecting the engine's time scale or something like that. Did it log anything here? Performance summary. Active VFX instances. It's not doing anything here, is it? Not in here. But he said that... No, I set this to also print trace logs. Wait, no, to... This is the one that's not showing anything on BepInEx, but there's also a temp file. Where would that temp file be? Error log, output log. This is just what I have in here, no? So maybe... Oh, Coffin Sleep, there it is. Is it in here as well? Client, just client stuff. Maybe it's because, oh, I didn't restart this console, right? But here it's printing Coffin Sleep, info Coffin Sleep. Can I? If this was on VS Code, would have been better. Let me see. Log open with logs. Wait, what? Open with? Choose so that it always opens with VS Code. Always. Oh, it's only this? Loading Coffin Sleep. Coffin Sleep using this config, right? Oh no. Oh yes, config client text to save logs. Config Coffin Sleep? Wait. Config Coffin Sleep? This folder is empty. It's not saving logs in here. It's saving them where then? Wait, yeah, under config. Huh. Plugin client side is loaded, but then as it was running, it didn't do anything, right? It's not like logging game going faster or something, right? Would be cool to make better logs if I could, because I actually don't have any ideas to actually change the mod itself, right? But better logging
more logging, different logging, let's call it that. Different logging would be a cool change to make to the mod, just to test out if I can do this. Oh, I closed that, and that closes the game, okay. Makes sense, I guess, I don't know. So if I go on my cloud saves, manage, wait, no, click here, cloud saves, no, manage, properties, general, Steam Cloud. How do I go there though? There's a place where you can see them. I mean, I could just save the save that's on my local machine. I just don't know where it is. That would be kind of important, right? Understanding where the hell the saves are? Which save is which? So I installed Linux, mods are working, configure mods, common errors, general, developers, I'll go into that. Let me just see the rest of the wiki, what's going on here. So did this, using server mods in game. What's this about? Adding to the admin list, authorizing yourself as an admin in game, enabling console, that would be nice, using console in game, using native vRising commands, console, using mod commands. For locally hosted games, you can skip this step. Enabling authorize yourself as once in game, you will need to authorize yourself as admin. Ah. So skip all of this for local hosted games? But I would like to know how to enable the console. Once you're back to the game, you can make your console appear by pressing usually located. Enable console. First, you need to enable the use of the console in game. It asks, and in the menu, go to options. Once there, stay under the general tab and look for the options. You should see a console enable option about 8 rows down. Okay. My ass is so sweaty. Holy. Beady poo. Beady poo. Options? Let's see. Where was I reading that thing? Here. Go to options. Once there, stay under general tab. Look at the options. You should see a console enabled about 8 rows down. So I'm in general, right? 8 rows down, console enabled. Nice. Now let me see what's in here. Tutorials. Skip intro cinematic. Confine cursor to window. Ah. It happened to me once or twice, moving my cursor out of the window and messing me up a little bit. Happened once when fighting Dracula, but I mean, one time out of almost 150 hours I have, or two, it's like it doesn't. It's not worth losing the convenience of just clicking stuff on other screens. Reset map on open. Reset the map position. Its default position when the player opens the map. Oh, the text scaling is the max. Disable chat. Show global chat. Wait, always show vampire HUD. There we go. Enable or disable vampire HUD. Always show. This means that when I sleep, it's gonna show it, right? Show clan names. Okay. Back. Now I enabled console and the thingy. So now that I have done that, once you are back in game, you can open the console. Okay. Pressing tilde, usually located above tab, correct? Once the console has dropped down, you can type admin auth to authorize yourself as admin. You will need to do this every time you log in. If you are successful, you will see this message in the chat box. System, you now have administrative privileges. Sure, I'm gonna try that. I don't think that's too important, but just to see if everything's working. Using native vRising commands console. Much like authorizing yourself, you may enter commands in this console in order to use native vRising commands. You can see a list of commands by typing in list. Oh, nice. Take care it doesn't autocomplete to list users. Oh, sure. Command in the console. Wait, I didn't. Do I need to restart the game? It's not showing the HUD. Is that another option in here? HUD. Always show it's on. Enable or disable vampire's HUD. Always show vampire HUDs. It's not showing. It's hiding. Maybe if I restart the game? 51 minutes on my essence in the castle? Should take care of that, probably. I have to place a small chest and a mist brazier. Did I get some essence? 15? Wasn't I supposed to get more essence than that? Do I get more essence if I drink on them? I never seen so many deers together. That one has horns. I never noticed that there are males and females. That's so cool. Do I get more essence if I drink like this? 5. Oh man, this thing is skelly. Oh, plus 5 as well, okay. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam. Small chest, I need probably some wood or stuff, no? Only one entrance is kind of annoying for the castle, huh? 4 hours, let's go. Oh, because I've been speeding up time so much it used up all the stuff. Oh no. Tilde? Ooh. List. Let's see users. Not found. List user? List? List. Can I increase this? No. 34 root level commands. Admin auth. Let's see. Admin auth. Armin. What if I don't respect the case? Admin auth. There's no issue. Administrator privilege is nice. Clan accept, clan decline, clan invite, clan leave, connect. Connect clan, contact shadows. Oh. Hide HUD. Can I show HUD? Hide cursor. Interpolation duration. Job threads. Kill. List. Wait, kill doesn't take any arguments or anything? What? What does it kill? Yourself? Reconnect. Console. Alias. Contains commands for managing console profiles, which contain users bound, keybinds, and aliases. Managing command aliases and some miscellaneous commands. Bind, clear, profile info. Remove alias. Console profile info. Profile name. RPG desktop. Key binding, 0 entries. Aliases, 0 entries. Okay. How do I disable this? Okay. Same key to disable, good. So try out the mod, it's fine. I changed the value back over here to 1, so it's not gonna go as fast anymore, right? Where is it? Config, yes. Change it back to 1 here. So it's not gonna go day, night, day, night, day, night. It's probably gonna be just day, night, something like that, I don't know. We'll test it out afterwards. So time to start trying to make some changes. We use the, I mean, let's keep reading the thing actually, because they have the for developers thing. So I should read that at some point. Using mod, yeah. How to roll back client. How to roll back the Rising client to a previous version. To roll back to the previous version before 1.0, this is what you need to do. If your Steam library, right click, the Rising selected properties, go to the betas tab. You can play an old version? That's super cool. Initial release, Gloomroot. Holy shit, that's awesome. I mean, too bad that they don't have an obvious description here, but cool that people figured it out and are sharing this with you, awesome. Mods for prior versions, I don't care. Prefabs. Prefabs are identifiers often used in commands or configurations to refer to an object, item, effect, etc. Full list here. Warning, large file. All prefabs also
the remainder of the prefabs with fewer than 10 in the category into remainder prefabs, vplay prefab. AI Archmage Arcane Missile Rotation Curve. What? Travel Curve, Attack Curve, Beast Step Curve, Beast Step Slow Curve, Bishop of Dunley Summon Pillar Weight Curve. Holy shish. I don't know what they mean by curve. Everything is has curve in the name. Biome Polygon UI Color Cursed Forest. Is that for the map? Or what? Or is there some shader going on in each different biome? I don't know. So for developers, let's see, join the Discord, getting started, installation, new V-Rising mod development. Here are a few steps to begin. Learn how to build a V-Rising mod, find the recommended setup for development, review our array of various open source mods to learn from example, contribute to the wiki, right? So, learn how to build, recommend setup. Let's see, close this. Build arrays mod, recommended setup. This is this, no? Development setup, right. I just need to follow the for developers thingy, right? Wait. Build a visualizing mod. Wait, what? Right, just goes to the for developers thingy here. Okay. Environment setup template. We have a mod template to make getting started as simple as .NET new V-Rising mod. Resources. You can reference resources and open source, right? What's the resources thing? Resources, okay. I'm gonna get there eventually. So, development environment setup. It would be cool if at least I got this done today. So, before starting development, you'll need to install and configure a few essential tools like an IDE, Git, and .NET to set up your development installation. Integrated development environment, Visual Studio. Do I need Visual Studio specifically? Download and install Visual Studio 2022. Go to the official Visual Studio 2022 download page. Choose the Community Edition, which is free, and download the installer. Workloads tab. Select the Unity game development. Do I have Visual Studio already? Visual Studio installer? How can I check my Visual Studio versions? Visual Studio 2022 folders. I have it here. No? Documents? Wait, not really. Shit. Let's just do this. Download Visual Studio Code? No, Visual Studio. Remond? What is that? Watch They Live. Redmond? Get started for free. Download Visual Studio. Community 2022. That's the one I want, right? Save the executable. Oh, setup. Yeah, right. Let me close a bunch of stuff here. This,
this. And the installer here, or whatever this is. Select Unity Game Development. Visual Studio installer. Continue. Select Unity Game Development during installation under Workloads tab. Choose Game Development with Unity Workload. This includes the necessary tools to work with Unity-based mods. Game Development with Unity. Create 2D and 3D games with Unity. Okay, that's it, right? Individual Components tab. Individual Components tab? Should... So Workloads tab got the Unity Game Development checked. Individual Components. Select .NET 6.0 runtime. Out of support? Out of support? Long-term support. Wait. Is there another one? It's only the out of support thing. Game development with... Oh, right. Out of support. And .NET SDK. .NET SDK. Scroll down for the letter. Our BepInEx uses 6.0, but you will need the SDK as well. Alternatively, you can download from Windows.NET side. From Microsoft's .NET side. I mean, this is fine. Selected all you told me to select. Install while downloading. This one has a purple border. Install. Community 2022. Visual Studio Tools. Before you get started, some of your selections are no longer fully supported and will not receive security updates. What am I supposed to do, dude? Visual Studio Tools. Helper news. Okay. Finish installation. Complete the installation process and launch Visual Studio. If you missed installing the workload or the individual components, you can always reopen the installer and choose Modify to add these later. You can customize the editor further if you want, but the default setup with Unity should be enough for mod development. Okay. Additional resources. To get familiar with Visual Studio, it's recommended to watch a few tutorial videos. You can find official Visual Studio tutorials or Unity-specific tutorials that explain how to use IDE for modding. Tutorial videos.
Precisas de estar focado para vencer.
Get out of here, Cristiano. Come on, bruh. I know you like to wash your head. Visual Studio for beginners. Is it recommending that I watch this? I mean, that's for very, very beginners, kind of. I mean, I've not used Visual Studio that much, but I think I can skip that. It's gotta be like most IDEs. Unity-specific tutorials. Okay, yes, IDE options. Some developers prefer using Rider. Now you tell me this? That I should be using Rider instead? An IDE from JetBrains for Unity development. Rider has integrated support for Unity and C# and includes powerful features such as built-in debugging tools and a decompiler. Wait, I need that, right? The NSpy or something similar? If you're comfortable with it, you can use Rider as an alternative to Visual Studio. It can be helpful to have a decompiler such as dnspy.net or ilspy. I actually still need the .NET runtime, right? Even if I use the Rider, so I need that downloaded, I imagine. No? They have a decompiler such as dnspy.peak or ilspy. You can use these to inspect the files in the Rising dedicated server Bing's interop. The Rising dedicated server. Interop. The Rising dedicated server. Things interrupt. Oh, this maybe? Git. Fine. Git is a tool that helps you keep track of changes to your code. It makes it easy to collaborate with others and go back to previous versions of your project. Using GitHub, you can show your code online. There are two main ways to use Git: graphical user interfaces, GUIs, or command line. Install Git, download Git, yeah. Create GitHub account, have both of those done. Using GUI, beginner friendly. Using command line, more control. For more advanced users, if you want full control over Git, you can install Git and use it through the command line. It gives you access to all. I would like to try using GitHub a bit, but the GitHub desktop thingy. But I'm fine with the command line. Access to feed, but can be more complicated for beginners. Fine. Template. A command prompt or PowerShell window should be open in the folder where you want your mods to be created. Follow the template install instructions from the template page. What? Template. Is that the same thing? Templates, yes. Okay. So environment is finishing setting up. The thing is, actually Rider can be used with Godot. And I was thinking of trying it. Maybe I should try it right now? Maybe later. Too much stuff to install. Migration guide from 1.0. This is for people that had old mods to help them move to the later updates, I think. Resource GPT instructions. One installation has an update available. Update all? Sign in to Visual Studio? Use Microsoft account to sync your settings, collaborate in real time. Skip and add accounts later. Dark, sure. Development settings, general. And C++. C sharp. Right? Start. Okay. We'll leave this as is. Update all? Update available. Update all, I guess? So, GPT instructions. Visualizing technical guidelines and best practice. Instruction set for C# Rising. V-Rising specific technical analysis and code inquiry. Focus on dots, ECS, and game objects. Oof. Open source mods, right? I already selected an open source mod to look at. Templates. The template thing. Hello? It's not loading. I guess my bandwidth is taking a hit from this download. I hope stream is somewhat stable. Twitch is telling me it's fine, I don't know. Template. We have a mod template to make it getting started easy. Adding dependencies will require that anyone using the mod will also install those dependencies. Vampire Command Framework is recommended for public mods as a common command framework. Vampire Command Framework. Installation.NET install V-Rising mod template. Example usage. This will get you started with the mod named name of your mod. Using Bloodstone and Vampire Command Framework that has a sample server command to uncomment. Optional dependencies. Add using the -use tag. But do I need to have Bloodstone on my thing? Whetstone, Bloodstone. Bloodstone is a successor to Whetstone for Gloomroot and beyond. It's available on something. It's actively maintained. What is this about though? For developers, Whetstone? Okay. Jesus Christ. God. Hybrid approach. V-Rises uses both Unity's .ECS and traditional game object paradigm. Leverage each system. Emphasize how to integrate ECS-based components with game object-driven logic effectively. Performance considerations. Optimize for scale and performance. Context retention, clarity, V-Rising mechanics. Retain game-specific content, open world and multiplayer. Unique architecture. Recognize that some features may behave differently due to V-Rising's customized Unity engine. They use a customized Unity engine. Clarity makes sense. Clarity in mixed development. Clear explanations, avoid confusion. Proactive research and adaptation. Official blogs and case studies. Incorporate insights shared by V-Rising development team to guide solutions. What the hell? Community knowledge. Seek out user and modding community discussions for additional context. Web research for hybrid challenges. Custom engine behavior. Stay updated. Remain aware of the evolving best practices with unit ECS and game object interplay. Okay. Namespace and logic analysis in V-Rising's context. Namespace patterns, tracking references, consistency. Utilize existing game methods and architecture. Reuse framework, adapt advanced features, creativity with V-Rising framework. Practicality and future scalability for V-Rising. Instructions for implementing Harmony patches in V-Rising. I don't know what Harmony patches are yet. Okay, the mod template. Framework. Vampire Command Framework. A comprehensive framework for V-Rising mod development too easily. All installations are up to date. Okay. I can close the installer, right? Keeps this open, right? A comprehensive framework for V-Rising mod development to easily build commands with advanced features like command overloading, history, smart catching, smart matching, and plugin specific execution usage for server operations. Is this thing on Thunderstore? Yeah. Most downloaded. Is it one of the most downloaded? It is. Wait, this one has more downloads than BepInEx? Air 2 Modman. A simple and easy to use mod manager for many games using Thunderstore. Right. Bloodstone, plugin framework, and general utilities for V-Rising mods. Oof. Luck-based RNG? What is this? Access to multiple random functions based on luck. Okay. So I want to wait. I asked an important question earlier. To create and or change a mod for V-Rising or many BepInEx based mods, you typically write or edit the mod source code, usually C#, CS files, compile the source code into a dynamic link library, place the compiled dynamic link library into BepInEx plugins folder, and launch the game. Quick overview of the workflow. Mod source code, compile on your IDE, deploy, test. Tools you'll need: Visual Studio, .NET Framework, usually uses 4.x, it's usually using 6 apparently. Install to test your mod. Right, if you want I can help you set up a basic mod project template for V-Rising or explain how to compile your code into a DLL. Explain how... No, I'll do... Okay. I want to try to mess with an existing open source mod. What should I do? Fork it? My Git is rusty. Man, if your Git skills are rusty, that's not... Wait, how to get started with modifying an open source mod? Find the mod source repository, look for the link, fork the repo recommended. On GitHub, click the fork button at the top right. This copies the repo into your own GitHub account. This way you keep your changes separate from the original mod and can sync updates later. Clone your fork locally. Okay. Then I go in here. Here. Clone? What did it say? Fork button on the top right. Fork button on the top right.
3 forks, but how do I fork? Sky the Bro. Oh, fork. And just click this or existing forks. You don't have any forks for this repository. Create a new fork. Coffin Sleep is available. A fork is a copy of a repository. Forking a repository allows you to freely experiment with changes without affecting the original project. Required fields are marked with an asterisk. Oh, right. And the owner can be called Coffin Sleep by default. Forks the name the same. You can customize the name to distinguish it further. Description. A view-rising mod that speeds up time, right? Yeah, whatever. Copy the main branch only. Contribute back by adding more branches. No. Great fork. Forking. So now I'm in here. Oh, this is the last commit is from him, right? Merge pull request. Man, this guy works with pull requests and everything. I mean, let me see. Commit. Is the only one working on it? No? Yes. But it does... Wait. Initially it just committed directly, but now it does pull requests that he reviews himself? I don't know. So this is my thing, so I want to clone my thing. Let's see. CD, git projects, and I copy this, right? Git clone, paste. Git status, right? CD, no, ls, CD Coffin Sleep. All right. Now I have the thingy on my PC. Let's see. So it's this, right? So I go on my Visual Studio now, open project or solution, right? Open a local Visual Studio project or SLN file. Navigate and edit code within any folder. Create a new project. Open project or solution. Do I have an SNL in here? Where would the SNL be if there was one? See if it recognizes it. Oh, there is an SNL in here. What? I didn't see it. There is an SNL in here. Okay, what's new? I don't care. Visual Studio installer getting things ready? Hi, I'm a GitHub Copilot. I use the power of AI to help you.
Will install the framework's SDKs and tools that you'll need. You can add more later using the installer. .NET Desktop Development? Sure. 2 gigs? Holy shit, this is insane. 2 gigs. Holy moly. Anyway, we can start looking through the files, I guess. So editor config. I don't care about these things, do I? Git modules. Submodule. Source utils. Plugins. GitHub workflows? Guys work using workflows. That's why he's doing the commit, the merge, right? The pull requests. So he has hooks, settings, systems, and utils. Settings. He has a config. Bepinx configuration, Bepinx logging, namespace, config sleep settings. Public class config, public class void load, config file, right? Settings and util settings config setup, load, logger setup, utils logger config, okay. And there's an environment, C# file. Environment, config element, increase time. Oh, this are the actual settings. Okay. Server, private static server section, server, public static void setup, add configurations load, public static void load, server, increase time, right? Increase time, config bind, server section, name off, 1, right? Util settings config bind. Using util settings. Okay. Utils. Bpinx utils? Wait. Oh, he has a different repository for utils for Bpinx. Huh. And one for vRising utils. The hell? Let me read what it says here. Just a license. No readme. Okay. The hooks. Sleep inside system. Use a system Harmony project M utils logger, utils vRising entities. Installation has completed. Can I exploit it through here now? Still loading something. Logger, utils vRising entities. Huh. For now, I'll just try to make some changes in here. Then when I use the template creation, I'll see how this util stuff
works. For now, I'll just use it how he uses it. The util stuff. Keep inside system. Can I make this larger? Can I look at it in here? Why is this not loading? Is this done loading? Use Copilot for free. Solution Explorer? Oh, there we go. Well, let me see. Copilot chat. Already have an account. Sign in. Continue. Authorized GitHub. Password. Open Visual Studio. Get started with Copilot in Visual Studio. Accelerate your development with AI partnering program. Get started with free. Yes. Use agent mode. Get started? Summarize my code, write unit tests, fix my code. Holy shit! Use agent mode. Can I not remove this? Hello? Share with Copilot. Oh, this is just for me to check everything. Customize Copilot instructions. It's just a walkthrough, okay. Fine. Explain how the code in class works. Holy moly. And I can choose everything here. Oh man. Okay. Explain how code in hashtag works. Holy crap. Okay. What? That's not the same structure I have here. Something wrong with my stuff? Source? There's all these things. Oh wait, there's a... Why is it organizing stuff like this? This source is the same source. The utils are inside the same source folder. I don't know why it's grouping stuff like that. Okay, so I was looking at the sleep inside system. Man, this program is so slow. VS Visual Studio. Utils. Type namespace utils could not be found. That's because this structure is all fucked up. Show potential fixes. Hello? Alt enter. Unity Engine Diagnostic Utils. No. It's using Copilot? Alright. It's per account. The Copilot limit. Right. I opened the project solution
in Visual Studio, and the Solution Explorer is not displaying the folder structure as I expected it. The same src folder is showing up as two different folders, with one containing a utils folder and the other the hooks, settings, and system. This kind of thing in Visual Studio usually happens because of how project file is organizing files, not necessarily matching the physical folder structure or on disk. Here's what's probably going on and how to fix or understand it. Why does the same source folder appear split into two solution explorers? Logical folder versus physical folders. Visual Studio Solution Explorer shows a logical folder hierarchy defined inside the project file, which can differ from the actual disk folders. Sometimes files are included with different link attributes or grouped manually, causing the same physical folder to appear in multiple physical places. Multiple project folders or partial folders included separately. Project might include utils and hook setting system as separate folder groups for clarity. Nested projects or shared folders. How to check this? Inspect the CS_proj file? Do I have a CS project file? I have. What? Item group. But in a file in hooks, in /hooks, for example, it is telling me that the utils that out of the following only the utils namespace, does it say cannot be found? cannot be found. Has to be related. No? If utils is its own folder in source, its classes must be included in the project and compiled. If utils is actually separated project file might not include the files under utils correctly. If the CS project doesn't include the source files from utils, I just cloned the repo and run the SLN file in Visual Studio. Shouldn't this have worked out fine? Like the original dev must not have been working with these issues, right? Common reasons why it might break for you. Missing dependencies or submodels. Sometimes repos rely on Git submodels or external dependencies that you need to initialize. Oh, right. This is a reference to another project. Make sure they're properly linked. How to handle external repos like utils in your project. If the original repo uses Git submodules, check if there's a Git submodules file. There is. It looks something like this. To initialize and update submodules, run Git submodules update. Submodule utils cloning into projects. Okay, checked out. It solved it. This one is not used. Does it say namespace? Why is it gray? Must not be used, right? Wait, logger isn't used either? Is there a control D thing in here? No, how do you... Solved. Do you know the CTRL plus D command in VS Code? Does VS have something similar? Select next occurrence, right? Visual supports multi-caret similar features. Does not do the same thing. Instead, closest default shortcut is Control-Shift-L or Control-Click. Okay. Jesus. Alright. Or Control-Shift-L. What? Control-Shift-L. That's not it. Control-Click does kind of work. Okay. So the dependency is now what? Public class. Sleeping inside system patch. Sleeping inside system patch called when the player is inside of the coffin. So this is what calls is system stuff, no? Harmony patch, type off, sleeping inside system, name off, sleeping inside system, on create, private static void, prefix, sleep inside system, instance. Yeah, some sort of try here. Word API, v world is client, world set, bloodstone, API. Okay. Harmony patch, sleep inside system. What's the difference between these two? On update. Public static class on update. Prefix. Try systems rotation cycle increase time. And that takes us to rotation cycle. In rotation cycle is where we have all the stuff. So this thing is to tell the game to run this when sleep is going on, right? That's what the Harmony hook thingy does. Then we have the configs, and this is what actually does everything. The systems. Rotation cycle. Using DNC. Day-night cycle. Ah, it's a specific V-Rising thing? Okay. Who's this guy? By the way, that's not what I wanted to do. Caio Almeida, Brazilian. Working from home. Backend developer. A lot of Go, huh? Go and C#. Go for noobs. Next.js for noobs. SQL for noobs. Alright. So, what is all of this? Let's see. So it's everything is inside this public static class rotation circle. right? So kind of object-oriented stuff, right? Namespace, coffin sleep system. Okay. Rotation circle, private static int, transition control. What is this thing? It's used down here for some stuff. A lot of stuff. So then we have a public static void increase time, a public static void handle modifier, in transition, in night to day transition, and then in day to night transition. Variable DNC, day night cycle, get singleton. Okay. If env oh, right, this checks for your configurations. How is this being defined though? Settings. Coffin sleep settings. Env. Oh, public class env. There we go. And because in here, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say some obvious stuff because I'm not very used to C# at the moment. So because it's declared here as a public class env, and in systems he's using the settings, he has access to that class there. So if it's only daytime sleep, let's see, let's open that stuff here. Where is it? The config is right there. Only day sleep just speeds up time if it's daytime, right? If it's only supposed to do daytime, it's only supposed to speed up if it's daytime, and on the day-night cycle it is day, return. You don't need to do anything. Only daytime sleep. If it's blood moon and is blood moon and is not day. What does it check and is not day? Here. Do not sleep during blood moons. Isn't that weird? Do not sleep. That's not do not speed up, but whatever. Why is it checking if it's not day? Is it possible to be a blood... Oh! Blood moons count as the whole day, maybe. Is blood moon... Is blood moon day? Blood moon day. Blood moon day is the whole thing. I don't know why it matters for the daytime, but it's how the game is structured. So he has to check if it is daytime. Because if you want time to progress during days but not during blood moons, you can't return here, because if it is a blood moon day, you would not speed up the time, right? You would speed up all days except blood moon days. That's not what we want. Makes sense. User is all offline. Oh, okay. User comes from V-Rising entities. Let's see, V-Rising. User. Okay. I mean, I can just stick with this, the abstraction. I don't need to know what the utils are doing, right? He has access to this, that's good enough for me. To pass time without online players. To not pass time without online players. To not pass time without online players? To not pass time without online players. So if all users are online, you don't want to move the time because that's unfair to the other users, right? Okay. Only when all players are sleeping. Can you fast forward when one is sleeping and the other one isn't? That's crazy for the people that are not sleeping, but okay. Only when all players are sleeping. So environment. Only all players are sleeping value? Huh. Oh, right. That's the configuration, I forgot. Player character is all online players sleeping. From entities, okay. To control update per second. If cache is blocked, speed? Huh. Cache is blocked. Cache. It's from Utils database. Cache. Holy crap. Utils database. So in Utils, there's a database thing. There's a... Wait, but there's a... Oh, this is the cache, right? Where I am. And there's a is blocked. String key, long, block duration. Date time offset. Now to Unix time. If last update less than return true. Say it is blocked. Last update and or update equals or larger than now. Return false. Okay. So there's some sort of cache. You can cache some sort of lockout on the stuff. I don't know. Control update per second. So you don't speed up too much, don't make too many calls. I don't know. Then we have var modifier and increase time value, right? Huh. Oh, you need to check value on everything. I don't know why you need to get the value. Let me see here. For example, I have increased time. Name of. And this is the default value. Utils config blind. Guess that's how this is set up. Add config actions. Sure, no problem, you need to get the value. So we'll stop time speed in all transitions. What? Increase time value if pause during transition value and only daytime sleep. Okay, this one I'm not understanding very well. Handle modifier, reference modifier DNC. Will stop time speed in all transitions. Oh, the day-night transition thing? Pause during transitions. Okay. And not only daytime sleep. Oh. If it's only daytime sleep, you don't care about the transitions, right? If you always so you either fast forward only days, or you fast forward everything, and in that option you can select if you fast forward during the transitions. What is this though? Increase time value modifier. Increase time value modifier. Increase time value. I have it here, the description. Oh, I can check the description in the code actually. If I go in here, it has change the time game, change the increase game time in hours per real time second. So handle modifier. And then we have if modifier equals 0 return, ignore time speed. Handle modifier. Let's check what this is about. Well, there's an is transition. Where is this being used? Handle modifier. Holy crap. Okay. Handle modifier. No. Var time since they start. If in transition, stop time speed in transitions. Save transition control. So the main goal is to convert the modifier to something else, depending on all day. If modifier game seconds. So he does something and he ends up with a modifier, a different modifier, depending on what you put in. It just turns your integer, your random integer, into a second value, I guess? Value in seconds or something. If the modifier is 0, ignore time speed. If the modifier is 0, how would the modifier be 0? Oh, if one of these checks is like modifier 0, time since they start. Because this is being called every frame you are sleeping, I guess? And I don't know why he has to make checks in here. Why didn't he make all the checks outside? In transition. Well, there's an in transition function here. If in night to day transition. Oh my god, all of this logic here, all these three methods is just to be used here. Like this is only used here, right? And this is only used here. Huh. So it does something to see if it's transition to day to night, gets day duration in seconds, he gets the day duration, then he gets the game date time, then you see if it's more than the game duration minus the transition control, which is a random 3. Game date time. Duration in seconds. Is this mod used a lot actually? I'm curious. 27k is considerable. But maybe a lot of people, I wouldn't say a lot, maybe some people use it like I use it to try to learn. So it does some convoluted logic, I mean convoluted to me,
probably perfectly reasonable, but it checks if it's the transition. So much just to see the transition. And then it manipulates the stuff a lot. Anyway, the modifier can be 0 if it is transition. Right? So couldn't he just have done a if is transition return instead of doing it in the handle modifier? No, because this takes in this. Increased time takes in action int actions. Actions? What is that even used? Okay. So we've checked everything and we set the actual increase in time we want, which is the modifier. Then we do a loop. And then we do something else. Run all increase time actions for action in actions. Action modifier. Run all increase time actions. Set time of day event. Add power modifier. Utils rising entities. Add. Takes an hour and a day. So it's only changing hour, not day, right? Increase the time in the game minutes. So it's increasing the time in the game, but separately it needs to increase some other stuff? What is this actions thing? Actions, action. Encapsulates a method that has a single parameter. So when increase time is called, when is this? Increase time, find all. System makes sense. Rotation cycle, it's two things. So it's here declared, and then it's called in the sleeping cycle. Increase time. Systems, rotation cycle, increase time. Try this. What are the actions though? What are the actions? No, wait. What are the actions? For each action modifier, run all increase time actions. Well, I haven't actually done any modifying, but I'm starting to have a pretty good idea of how this mod specifically works, at least. So if the modifier is 0, give me a second here. Never mind. Give me a second here. Sorry. My hand, my hand. Not an ant. My. Sorry. Aunt. My aunt said that she would give me like some plant she has there. She said she thought it would look nice in my place. And she told me, she sent me a message way earlier, like 3 hours ago, that she would be home all day so that I could pick it up, but I only now saw it. So I'm asking, when can I drop by without interrupting their lunch or anything else? Alright, before closing up, I would just like to see if I can understand what this is. Action modifier. The actions takes... Can I look at an action declaration? So this is where? System action. Namespace system. Public delegate void action. Summary encapsulates a method that has a single parameter and does not return a value. Parameters object. Parameter? Let's try asking ChatGPT. I understand most of what is going on in here, except the loop with the actions. What are actions? Yep. Did I have something? What? Did you read my question? The one about the actions and the for loop.
for each. This guy drunk? Did you not see the code I sent you? 2 messages ago? Jesus Christ. Did you not read it because it's too long? This one. I get it now. You're asking about duplicating lines at all. I'm not talking about commands anymore. New topic. So we're on the for each loop and actions thing you mentioned earlier. Can you paste that code snippet again? Jesus! GPT-5 sucks, or is it me? You can absolutely use actions? That's not what I'm asking you. Did I ask something weird? Nah, it's just crazy right now. What's going on in your snippet? Action is a delegate type, basically a method pointer that takes a parameter of type T and returns void. In the loop, action item just invokes that method for each item in the collection. Wait, then in the slip system, increase time, actions. This takes in actions. How is it taking in actions? Here it's called without any parameters. I don't get it. Well, I will have to figure it out in the next Mod Monday. Yeah, pretty slow stream. I'm still learning everything basically, but I'm happy with the progress. Got to install the thing that's needed for the mods, got to run an actual mod on a single player server, which is slightly more complicated than on an online server for some reason. I mean, because of how that game works. And yeah, got the development environment set up, right? I already have Git, I have VS Code. Was there anything else? IDE, Git, and template, right. I want to try and mess with this just a little bit, just to see if I can make a change and then get it working, right? Something small, just to check if I can compile it or whatever it is into DLL and run it in game. Just want to try that, and then after I'm confident with that, I'll create a new one from a template and see if I can start doing what I wanted to do. So yeah, that's it. Much fun. I'll be back next Monday with this. I mean, I'm live every day usually, but modding specifically, I plan on only doing Monday mornings. So yeah, next Mod Monday, I try to change how this mod works, and if it doesn't take me too much time, maybe start off with the new template, experiment a little bit. We'll see. Bye bye. This wasn't a Nazi salute. This is my left hand. I swear. Where is it showing on PC? That's my left hand, right? I'm not Nazi. I was just saying goodbye, but it... Bye-bye.